Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Jacobite Steam Train in Scotland, Epic Train Journey on a Magical Route, Europe's Scenic Train Rides. This is from a channel called DW Travel. I don't know what this train is. Does this train have to do anything with like the Jacobites, as in the movement that wanted to restore the house door to the British, English throne? I do not know. So let's check it out and comment, like and subscribe. This is gorgeous.
The Hogwarts Express. This steam locomotive has made Hollywood history, appearing on millions of screens across the world.
And it's
and
for
today,
real.
I get to ride it.
Exactly. You can ride it. It's not just for show. You can actually do it. Buy your ticket and just go.
Hi there, I'm Hannah Hummel from DW Travel, and today I'm back in my home country, travelling through the Scottish Highlands on the Jacobite steam train. The round trip is described as one of the greatest railway journeys in the world. But it's probably most well known for its role as the Hogwarts Express in the Harry Potter movies. That's right, these very carriages took Harry, Ron and Hermione from platform 9 3/4 all the way to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. My trip today won't be taking me to a school for young witches and wizards, but the journey ahead is supposed to be just as magical.
How long does it last?
The Jacobite steam train travels 84 miles along the west coast of the Scottish Highlands.
How much is that?
The 4-hour round trip starts in Fort William, then it crosses the Glenfinnan Viaduct before ending up in Mallaig, a traditional fishing town.
Oh, that's pretty.
Later, the train heads back to Fort William.
It's like an hour, maybe? An hour and 45 minutes? just make that up.
I'm sitting in this exact train here. And here's a description of the Hogwarts Express. A scarlet steam engine was waiting next to a platform packed with people. A sign overhead said Hogwarts Express, 11 o'clock. Smoke from the engine drifted over the heads of the chattering crowd, while cats of every colour wound here and there between their legs.
Yeah, well that's not quite, but
and I'm not the only Harry Potter fan on this train.
I'm in the train in the movie. It takes you to the school, to Hogwarts really. So this experience is like we're going there. It's like being there. So we're finally being wizards. Are gonna be wizards.
Yeah. Okay. Florence McLean has been...
I bet they get a lot of people, a lot of tourists that want to go to, obviously because they're fans of the film and they want to go and they want to travel here. I would bet that's the majority of people that go here.
Working as a conductor on the Jacobite since 1995.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Forever.
Since we've done the Harry Potter film, and we do get a lot of children, adults, all ages. They just love it. But you do get the enthusiasts as well, and then the group tours. So it's just a lot of different types of people from all.
I love it because like having this job is like no day is like the other. I love it. It's like she said, you must know so many different types of people and all sorts of tourists, probably locals as well. You get so many. It's really fun. It's fun.
Now it'll be my first time visiting Mallaig as well. Is there anything special I need to see in the town?
It's a lovely wee place. Get your fish and chips, your ice cream, go out in the boats.
So fish and chips, I know it's a British thing, British as in not London, I think it's just English as in England, the country. But I didn't know that in Scotland, that I know it's a different country from England, also they eat a lot of fish and chips, or maybe it's just because it's a coastal town, so of course you're gonna get the fish. But that didn't really know that. So fish and chips also traditionally Scottish.
See the seals and the dolphins. It's
dolphins?
Lovely.
So is that something I should do then, get the fish and chips?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. First off the train, get into the chip shop.
It's a relaxing journey that allows the passengers to merely sit back and enjoy the scenery. The most famous view from the journey is the Glenfinnan Viaduct. The railway bridge was built in the
This
late...
is really cool, but I'm thinking, obviously, because you go and during during your journey, during your travel, you're not gonna get to see like the cool part with the viaduct. So you kind of have to, you have to go twice, basically. One to the steam train, and then you have to go and look at the viaduct and see the train.
late 19th century, and it's the longest concrete railway bridge in the country.
Oh wow!
The train makes its first stop.
Not that it's just badly done. It's just that it's badly built. It's just that it's crazy that it's still standing.
In Glenfinnan, where you can learn more about the viaduct as well as the Jacobite's history in the small museum there.
Yeah,
The locomotive.
I want to know more. Why is it called the Jacobite steam train? There's gotta be because of the Jacobites, right? Probably because, well, they're in Scotland and the Jacobites, the rebellion, the House Steward, whatever. But it's kind of weird, right? That, well, maybe not weird. It's maybe because I am associating this with like the touristy part of the Harry Potter thing, and not necessarily, obviously this predates that. So it's just called the Jacobite train because, it's a place where like Jacobites were around, maybe?
Was built in 1949 in Glasgow, but the fundamentals of the design date back to the 1920s.
Okay.
Steam trains in Scotland actually stopped running in the late 1960s in an attempt to modernise rail travel with more efficient diesel locomotives. However, they were reintroduced in the mid-1980s in order to boost tourism. They were so successful that...
Oh, of course, because yes, you're not doing this because you need to go to a place. You're just doing it because, it's fun, right? It's a touristy thing where maybe you can go places, but it's more like, well, I'll take the scenic route and not necessarily because I have to be there in 45 minutes because I have a work thing.
That many of them still run today.
I love it.
We arrive in Mallaig, and I want to find out what it's actually like to drive an old train like this. Steve Chipperfield has been working on steam locomotives for decades.
Oh my god.
The heat coming off that fire.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
That's cold.
It's hot.
When we were running, that gets twice, maybe 3 times as hot as that.
This is so scary.
The fireman, who's my main player, if he shovels correctly and gets the fire hot, then yes, he does lose a few pounds in sweat. Me, I can always lean out and cool down.
But
I wonder it looks like a very interesting job to have, but how do the shifts work? Do you just do 4 shifts per I don't know, how do you do this? I'm thinking I need a Gatorade because I'm boiling
steam
here.
trains in general, they're running all over the country now. Why is that?
I think it's we get more people who like the nostalgia of it.
Of course.
They're not rail enthusiasts as such. They just come out to enjoy the day. They remember the smell and the sounds and the sights of steam. And
What does it smell
luckily,
like?
we're allowed to still do it. So we'll keep doing it while they allow us to do so.
I'm gonna say something majorly stupid, I'm sure, but to me it must smell because it's cold. It smells like a barbecue. I don't know, when you're doing a barbecue, it just smells like that, like burnt coal.
Time for lunch, and it seems I'm not the only one
Fish and
that Florence
chips?
told to head to the fish and chip shop.
Of course, everyone's there. Okay, let's see it.
It's been ages since I've had a good fish and chips.
Ooh,
And
that
a
looks
few
so good.
persistent seagulls, of course, had to make sure they were included.
I'll be scared of having my lunch there and a seagull's gonna come and take my fry away or my fish.
The old fishing town
away.
has a busy
Get out.
harbour. Because of its proximity to the mainland surrounding islands, many people come here to catch a ferry to places like the Isle of Skye.
Oh, well, I would do that completely. It looks like
It's
a fun
time to
fun
settle
travel.
in for the return journey and leave the seagulls behind. I grew up in Scotland, just outside of Edinburgh, and used to go on family vacations here in the Highlands. But I've never
Oh.
travelled across this stretch of the country. The mountains and the lakes here are so beautiful.
They
Even
are.
the weather is great today, which is not guaranteed here in Scotland.
It's true.
And
I
of
never
course,
thought of
the
that.
whole journey is made even more incredible by the fact it's being travelled by train. The Jacobite also offers an afternoon tea service.
Ooh,
Thank you.
I
The
love
British
it. Tea service.
specialty includes mini sandwiches, cakes, and scones. I would argue that scones were first invented in Scotland, but that's a hotly debated topic with the English.
Okay.
This definitely makes the trip even more special and reminds me of the time when Harry ordered all of that crazy food from the trolley. Remember all of the chocolate frogs? Or Bertie Bott's every flavour beans?
I'm gonna start a giant frog. Can you eat it? Well, yeah, it's made out of chocolate, I assume. Oh no, it's over. You know I don't want to do your.
Well, I might have come for Harry Potter, but I stayed for the beautiful scenery and the luxurious experience. Call me biased, but the Scottish Highlands are just gorgeous, and this trip definitely
they
was
are.
just a little bit magical.
It's beautiful. Like, this is a very stunning place.
For more videos like this one, click here and follow DW Travel here.
Yeah, I'm booking my trip there. It looks so fun. I think my number one thing that I would do is, like she mentioned, that a lot of people just go to Malik. I think that's how you call it, the town. And then because you go to the Isle of Skye apparently, and there's also a bunch of islands there. So it's a beautiful sort of coastal town on its own. You can be there, and of course you're gonna have like a great time. But a lot of people apparently just go and they take the ferry. I would absolutely do that. I think I would do the whole, because of course I understand that you would go and you would go like, well, I'm gonna do this whole sort of thing, but I'm gonna go like by car, or I'm gonna go, maybe, I don't know if there are airplanes, you know, I don't know if they have any airports, but still, I would do, and I get it, you know, because of time constraints, you would probably, that's what you would choose, because you have like, oh, I only have maybe a week in Scotland, or maybe less than a week, maybe you have like a couple of days. But I think if time was not really, you know, you do have more time, basically, this is what I would do. It's, yes, you know, you go and take like the scenic route, basically, which is that it's going to take you a little bit longer, because like they said, you know, it's a steam train. It's not necessarily going to take you there, you know, the fastest, but still it's going to be like the prettiest route, I think. It's just like well, maybe you go by car, of course, but I think by car is just a very different experience. I think also because obviously if you're driving or something, yes, you know, you're driving, or either, you know, road trips are majorly like, those are really, really fun as well. But I think it's just like the experience of like doing the locomotive thing, and then you have the steam train and it goes like choo choo and all that. I just think it's just a little bit more fun than if you go by car. So I would do is that, yes, I would absolutely go. I would do the whole train thing, you know, the specific train. I would probably stay in Malik for, I don't know, maybe like that afternoon, for that whole sort of afternoon, and then, or maybe night, right? You know, let's look around. I would have the fish and chips, and then, you know, later on, you know, early that same day, probably, well, the next day or early morning, I would do the ferry, and yes, I would go like to the Isle of Skye and all to the other islands. But I think, yes, you know, you can't really miss it. I think it looks like a great trip. And that's just, I know it's just like a very specific part of Scotland. It's just like, I think it's the Highlands, and it's just like a very specific and very like small part of Scotland. And even then, it's just like, oh my God, yes, I want to, can you, I understand why people move there. It's just beautiful. And I love like the actual train. Obviously it looks so old, it looks so retro, it looks beautiful. But I love the fact that they also have like a tea service. I don't know what you said about tea services. I think it's maybe because, obviously, again, for British people, this is maybe like whatever is really inconsequential. But I don't know, to me, I'm thinking as an outsider and as a tourist, I love the idea of just going on a train and then you get your tea service. It's just, oh my God, I love it. I think it sounds like a lovely experience. And they didn't really mention like about cost or anything. I hopefully it's not that expensive. I would assume it's not that expensive. Maybe it's not cheap, but I wouldn't expect it to be like super expensive either. So yeah, it looks like I would absolutely do that. I would definitely take, you know, if I'm ever in Scotland, I would definitely make some time for this, maybe like a weekend. And of course, if you live in Scotland, this is something that you could easily do on, again, just go on a Friday, and then, you know, you do the Malik thing and you go to the Isle of Skye. And then you return on Sunday, which probably I'm not the first person that has occurred to, and probably something that a lot of Scots probably do, because again, it's such a fun little trip that you can do. And I think it's incredible that they have this sort of in their own backyard. Although I know it's Scotland's a huge country, not everyone lives like close to the steam train, but still, I don't know. I just think, well, it's closer to you than traveling from overseas or whatever. So again, they're very, very lucky to have this very close, and you can just obviously do this at like a weekend trip. And lastly, I forgot about the museum. I also want to go to the museum. I would love to, because I get they talk you out, they explain the whole thing about the train and all of that. I want to know about the Jacobite. Why is it called the Jacobite steam train? I just think it's I'm very curious about the name, and to see how it's related to like the political movement, which I assume it does, but it can't be unrelated. But yeah, I know that a lot of people just go for Harry Potter, but I don't know. Also, again, the Jacobite has they have something to do with this, right? that's why they called it that. And yeah, lovely journey. Now I want to go. I want to book my trip. Hopefully, it's not that expensive. And that's it for today. And I'll see you next time. Bye.